The northern communities are under the tornado watch for about another hour, but by and large, the severe threat has really settled down for about 95% of the tri-state is looking pretty good at the moment. So there's a little area of thunderstorm activity. Allison, you want to go back to back to regular radar, because I'm just not seeing anything on this velocity wise that looks of any significance, to be honest with you. And we've got heavy rain and hail. Little hail. Many of you have actually reported in. You've had some pea-sized hail throughout the evening from some of these heavier downpours. That's not surprising when you talk thunderstorms in February. It's pretty easy to get some small hail out of that. But that's all I'm really seeing out here. Harveysburg over towards Waynesville. But nonetheless, we're going to stick with the warning until it expires or until the Weather Service decides to drop this warning here in the next couple of minutes. It only goes to what, 10:15?
Yes, 10:15, and back behind that too, Kevin, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there's a flash flood warning that's out for, I believe, the next 3 hours, which does include parts of Warren County, parts of Clinton County as well. In addition to that too, Kevin, got some word from the National Weather Service. They are seeing that weakening trend that we've been talking about with that area of circulation, so they are kind of shrinking down the warning as it needs it. And then they also mentioned that they might end up dropping it early just because it is weakening. And if that trend continues, then that could be something we end up seeing here.
Well, hopefully they go with the dropping it early there, because the circulation certainly seems to really be hard to find on this storm at this moment. You can zoom us in a little closer and we can continue to do, radar analysis right here live on the air and investigate. There's no doubt it's an intense thunderstorm. New Burlington over towards Cornstalk, for example, out here Harveysburg. This is going to be approaching Interstate 71, where you get ready to get off and head over towards the Wilmington area, out towards Kingman and to Clinton County. So you definitely are going to have some hail. Whenever you see this black color showing up on the radar, kind of this black or purple magenta shading, that usually is almost a clear indication that you've at least got a little bit of hail involved with this particular storm. So that's what we're keeping an eye on right now over towards Harveysburg and the Kingman community. So that's what we're looking at in terms of thunderstorm activity at the moment. We'll see what the Weather Service decides to do over the next couple of minutes. But for now, we are just hanging with the general tornado warning until it expires here in the next couple of minutes. Let's see here. Allison, let's come out. Let's see if they've allowed that warning to expire. It's getting a little difficult to see there. I guess it's still in effect, so they're still hanging on to that. You want to flip over to velocity?
Yeah.
Just really quick, see how it's clearing. And yeah, I just don't really see much of a circulation overall here with this storm. So we'll hang with it. If there is something, it's going to be near the Harveysburg area now, but I'm not really seeing any clear indication there on the radar in terms of something that looks tornadic. So I'm not overly concerned about anything tornadic. I'd say some heavy rain, some heavy winds. Heavy rain, maybe some small hail and some gusty winds, if anything, that would be moving into northwestern Clinton County, but that is not tornadic in nature. I do notice Allison did mention that they have issued a flash flood warning. That's not surprisingly, because we have had storms train over these areas repeatedly here. So there has been some very heavy rain that has come down. Real quick, Allison, give me the big picture, and we're going to send it back to programming and the Olympics here. Just want to talk about what else is happening back to our west. Again, you're still going to hear some thunder and lightning for a while through Butler County, back in the southeast Indiana. But all in all, our severe threat is at a minimum, I think, moving forward through the rest of the night. Of course, should something change, we'll be right here and break in to keep you up to date.